What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and today what I'm going to be showing you on Grand Theft Auto 5 is how to install the GTA 5 mod Natural Vision. This is Natural Vision Remastered, arguably one of the best graphics mods for GTA 5, which is very similar to the Natural Vision Evolved mod, which is currently a work in progress and slightly better than Remastered, but by the same author and the best free one available. So, Natural Vision Remastered is a really awesome graphics mod for GTA 5, and this is a work in progress visual overhaul mod for the game, with numerous changes to the environment, including the weather, lighting effects, ambient colors of the world, the weapons, and certain textures in the game to make everything just pop, look more vibrant, and just look a lot better than the normal standard GTA 5. So I'm going to show you step by step how to install this, because right now I'm working on a video showcasing the graphics mod, which I want to post maybe tomorrow or the day after. So I have to install the mod anyway, so I'm going to show you guys how you can install it too. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to download this mod, and all the links will be linked below if you want to check out the mod. So do go in the description if you want to get the links to download all these mods, and I'm going to go ahead and download these mods. Now I'm also going to download this, which is called VisualV. VisualV is also a graphics overhaul modification for the game, and this can actually be paired with Natural Vision, okay? And you install Visual 4 before installing Natural Vision Remastered. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to install that one first. So let's go and download Visual 4 while we're at it. Or Visual 5. I don't know why I keep calling it Visual 4. I guess because the L looks like a Roman numeral. Okay, so we're going to download Visual 5, and then along with Visual 5, we're going to download the files we need for Natural Vision and Visual 5. Now, for most mods in GTA 5, what you're going to need is you're going to need a combination of different files. Now, the first one we need is community ScriptHook V.net. So we're going to go ahead and download this too, and we scroll down and we're going to download this zip file here by clicking here. And then we also need the normal ScriptHook 2 as well as the ScriptHook DotNet. So we're going to go to the DevC website and we're going to download the normal ScriptHook for GTA 5. Now, the reason why we're going to do this is because we need to get the normal ScriptHook to actually play the mod. So just click on download on the normal ScriptHook. The direct link will be linked below, so you guys know exactly where to actually download that. And now we've downloaded all the files which we have required. Now, one thing to note, okay, before installing this, is we do actually need another tool. So one thing we do need is we actually need a tool called OpenIV or Open4, because it was made for GTA 4 modding originally, and that's the most popular GTA 5 mod tool where you can install new models, vehicle mods, map mods, and a whole bunch of stuff that's a little bit more complicated, like this mod for GTA 5. So you're going to need OpenIV or Open4, whatever you want to call it. So I've already installed it, but I would recommend just clicking on download now and going through the installer for that and making sure you get OpenIV installed, and then we're going to go ahead and install these mods. So I'm right now here in my downloads folder, which is a little bit cluttered, and as you can see, this is my downloads folder. I'm going to delete the OVI setup, which is the OpenIV setup, because I've already installed that. You guys will need to install it. And then all these jar files, you can ignore all the other files in my folder. It's just absolutely cluttered with Minecraft mods right now, but these are the files which we need to focus on, okay? So ScriptHook 5 and ScriptHook.net, I'm going to extract these, and I'm going to click extract each archive to separate folder to extract them both to their own folders. You're going to need WinRAR to extract RAR files, because the Natural Vision Remastered is a RAR file, and for 7-zip files, WinRAR is the best as well. So you're going to need to extract zips, RARs, and 7-zip files. So I'd recommend using WinRAR, which is free. I'll link that in the description below too. And now we're just going to extract these folders so we have the original folders. So just going to extract these to the folders which are uncompressed, and then we can go ahead and just delete these. And now we have a few different files. So the first one we're going to do is ScriptHook, just because it's the easiest to install. So we're going to go inside the normal ScriptHook folder, and as you can see, we have a few files. You can install Native Trainer if you want to. That just means that you'll get a mod menu at the same time. You just drag these and drop them into your GTA 5 folder, and they will install into your folder, okay? So now we have Dinput 8, we have Native Trainer, and we have ScriptHook 5 in our GTA 5 folder. If you want to know where your GTA 5 folder is, if you go on Steam, for an example, you can right click on Grand Theft Auto 5, Manage, browse local files, and it'll take you directly to where it's installed. If you're on the Rockstar version of the game, it will be a different directory which might show up in your Rockstar launcher, and obviously if you're on Epic Games it will be different too. So just make sure you find out. You can do it with a quick Google search where your GTA 5 directory is, and it'll basically work the same as the Steam version which I'm using. So now I've showed you how to install the ScriptHook, so now we've just done with that, so we can go ahead and delete the folder, and let's go to ScriptHook5.net. Okay, so we have a few different files in here. So to install ScriptHook5.net, the word .net in its name is basically the .net framework or the .net runtime, and what this means is you're going to need .net Framework 4.8 installed on Windows and the Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable package for Windows Visual Studio 2019 x64-bit or 32-bit, but I'm pretty sure you need the 64-bit versions. Now, for most people on Windows, if you just update your PC on Windows Update regularly, you will already have those files and you don't need to worry about that. But I'll also try and link the installers down for those below as well, just to make sure the mod works for you when you launch the game. So make sure you install those if you have problems with this tutorial, and they'll be linked below. But for the most part, you'll usually have those on Windows and won't have to worry about them. So you'll also need the normal ScriptHook, which we've just installed, for ScriptHook DotNet to actually work. And then after that, all you do is you just copy the files into the folder. So as you can see, we can just delete the license, delete the README, and then all the other files, we can just highlight them and then drag them into GTA 5 root directory. Exactly the same we did with the original ScriptHook. And now we have this installed, as simple as that. And that's that step done. We also need to install Visual 5 before we install Natural Vision Remastered. So let's go ahead and install Visual 5 first. So to install Visual 5, we need to open up OpenIV, which is the mod installer software for GTA 5. So let's go ahead and open it and click on Windows for GTA 5. And then you're going to have to specify your installation location for GTA 5 the first time you launch this. Easiest way to do this, just click here, just click browse and find the exact location here in this directory. So mine is in the G drive, and then it's in Steam Games, Steam Apps, Common, and then here we go, Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm going to go ahead and select that now. And then, as you can see, it successfully detected GTA 5. So press continue, and then press continue again, and this will set up OpenIV to start working. So this is the beefy part of the tutorial, the software, which is a little bit more complicated, but I'm going to run you straight through the process of that too. So let's just get ready to install, and we're going to wait for the whole startup and the loading bar and wait for it to actually open up. So now you see we have OpenIV, this software here, okay? So this is exactly what we need. So we need ScriptHook installed. I've already showed you how to install those. Now, there's one thing we need, okay? So at the top of OpenIV, there's a little thing that says Tools. So click Tools, and then click ASI Manager. Inside the ASI Manager, there's a few different things we can do. We can install an ASI loader, which you should do. Mine says installed because I already have one, but as you can see, I think that's DINPut 8. If I just press uninstall, you can see it removes DINPut 8. If I press install, it'll put the DINPut 8 file back in there because we already installed that with the ScriptHook folder. So if you don't have that, which you should, if you did the ScriptHook steps, which I've already showed you, then you won't need to do anything and it should say already installed. If it doesn't, make sure that's installed because it's really important. Also, you want to press install on the OpenIV.asi and also tick this box too if you want to enable edit only mode. So press yes to create a mod folder, and this just means that instead of putting things in the root directory for GTA 5, you can put them in the mods directory so you don't actually break any files or mess around with anything. Okay, so now that we've done that, press close because we've installed the mod loader files we need to get the Visual 5 to work when we actually go into the installation. Now, Visual 5 is actually pretty easy to install, guys, okay? All you need to do is go to Tools again and press Package Installer, and we need to go find Visual 5, and you can see there's a folder here, Installation via Mod Package. Click that, and then VisualV.oiv, press Open, and it'll run you through an easy installation in OpenIV. So you can see some more information about the mod here, what it does. Just press install, pretty simple, and press the mods folder, okay? This is super important because then you're not going to mess around with your core files of GTA 5 and permanently break your game, because you don't want to have to install the game again if it just goes heads up for you and breaks. So press install, and as you can see, we just install it like that. Really simple. That's the first main graphics mod which we're going to install before the Natural Vision. So this is the main beefy part of the tutorial again, guys, but it's actually pretty simple. So just wait for this to finish installing, and then we'll move on to the next step, which should be the final parts of the mod installation of this tutorial. Now when it's finished, just press close because we've already gone through the steps of that. And as you can see, there is a few different optional files inside here. You know, we have the original files if you want to do that and replace the graphics mod, but we've put it in a new mods folder in OpenIV, so we don't need to do that. Now the optional folder in VisualV basically lets you install Reshade presets, it lets you mess around with the ENB settings, motion blur, shadows, etc. We're not going to touch that stuff because that's the more advanced things. This isn't too important, this is the more advanced things, but if you do want to install an ENB file, I'm going to link this down below too in the description, so you guys don't need to actually go and find it for yourself. But we're going to install this, so just press download at the bottom. This is ENBDev website, which has the ENBSeries GTA 5 edition. Basically what that means in less complicated terms is it's basically another graphics overhaul for the game that basically adds a shader into the game. So we're going to go inside the ENBSeries folder, and we're going to go inside the wrapper folder here, and we're going to drag these and just throw them in the GTA 5 folder too. And what this will do is it'll install the ENB into your game. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and delete this, and we can go back in VisualV because we have our ENB. Now the next thing what you want to do is go to optionals, then go to Reshade preset, and this will cause a little bit of performance loss, so this is an optional thing to install. You might want to think twice about this if you've got an old PC, but if you have an old PC, you might not even want to use Natural Vision or VisualV anyway. So go to the Reshade preset, and what we can do is we can drag this in too if you have Reshade. Now, you would just drag this in the folder after you've installed Reshade, and you could also use ENB and Reshade, but I'm just going to use the ENB for this tutorial. So this is completely optional if you want to use Reshade. There's actually a guide. If we go back to VisualV, if you go on the README, it does actually show you how to do the more complex parts of setting up Reshade and the ENBSeries all at the same time. So I'd recommend reading that if you want to learn how to do that. Okay, so this is VisualV done. Now we can move into the main file, which is a Natural Vision Remastered for GTA 5. So this is the main mod which we've been trying to install in this video. We've done all the pre-steps, so let's jump into installing this. So main files. So you'll see Natural Vision does actually have a package installer for OpenIV too, and this is that really simple installer and setup that we had for VisualV. You'll see the .oiv means it's for OpenIV, and that's the package. So let's go back into OpenIV and let's go to Tools, Package Installer. Let's go back to our Downloads folder where we originally came from and go into Natural Vision and go to Natural Vision Installer, and now we can install Natural Vision using the package installer. So let's install this quickly and install into the mod folder and press install, and let's wait for everything to be installed. So I'm super excited to actually set this up and try it out, because even though I know how to install GTA 5 mods pretty well, I haven't actually tested the mod out before myself, so it's going to be pretty interesting for us to actually try out this mod at the end of this video. I am going to upload just a GTA 5 gameplay video showcasing this whole mod probably tomorrow or the day after, but I'm just going to show you like a quick 2-minute showcase at the end just to prove that it's working and show you what it looks like. But if you want to see extended footage, gameplay, and kind of like a let's play showcase of the actual graphics mod, do subscribe and check out on the channel tomorrow, and it's probably already updated if you're watching this tutorial a few weeks or months later, so I'll try and link that in the comments down below if I've already posted it by that point. So just wait for the installer to finish, and then we'll move on to the final steps. Okay, boom. So when it's finished, don't run GTA 5 just yet because we're actually not on the final step just yet. So just press close. Okay, so there's a few files inside the Natural Vision folder that we need to actually copy over. So go into the main files folder, and there's two different little mod files here called time cycle mods. Okay, so copy both of these files, right click and press copy, and then paste them inside your GTA 5 folder. So I'm just going to drag them in here, and these load with the mod loader. The ASI loader we installed before will actually load and hook these files. So now that we've pasted them in and installed them, we're now completely finished installing the Natural Vision mod. Okay, I'd recommend reading all the README files and the text files showing you how to install these mods if you do have problems with this tutorial. If you also do have a few other questions, do comment them down below, and I will try my best to reply to as many as possible and help you you out with any problems or fixes. Okay, so now let's jump into the game and let's try out the mod for the first time, because I'm actually super excited to test this mod out. So let's launch GTA 5 in single player mode and let's test out the Natural Vision mod for the first time, Natural Vision Remastered. Now, if you're wondering if the ENB actually works when you run GTA 5 for the first time, there will be a little bit of an overlay in the top left hand side of your screen, which you should be able to see right now, and it should just flash saying ENBSeries, and if that happens, then you know that you've installed it. So it looks like the ENB is working. Let's see if the game loads and the graphics mod works now too. So we've got to the main menu, so we've not had any crashes, so everything seems pretty positive so far. So all we do now is just click on story mode and jump into single player. Now, I haven't tested this out in multiplayer, so I'm not 100% sure if it's allowed in multiplayer, if it even works in multiplayer, so I'd recommend not testing it in it just to prevent any risk. But you should be able to play FiveM with this, because I know a lot of people who are subscribed to me from GTA 5 content came from my FiveM installation tutorials or my GTA 5 tutorials, so you guys, a lot of you probably have played FiveM or do play GTA roleplay on FiveM, and this graphics mode should work for it, although I haven't tried it just yet. So that could be your alternative instead of using it on GTA Online, because GTA Online will kick you for using most mods that require some kind of script hook to load. This is just to prevent any people cheating and using multiplayer mod menus, so it's kind of fair that they do this. We're in GTA 5 right now, and you can see there's a little bit more depth to some of the objects and darker colors. You'll see the leaves over here look a lot more darker, and there is definitely some effects running over here. Now, I can't fully notice what effects these are because I'm not really crazy versed in how graphics mods work, but you'll see we do actually have the Natural Vision mod installed, and I'm actually getting pretty good frame rate while playing with it. So this is how to install the Natural Vision Remastered mod. If you want me to do a video showcasing this mod, definitely do subscribe to the channel and give this a thumbs up or a like if this helped you to install it, because I really do hope this tutorial helped you guys on how to install Natural Vision. You can also click on the link in the description to get the newer version of Natural Vision. The guy who made it, he does have a Patreon, so if you want to get the next version, which is a little bit better in terms of graphics, you can do that too. But yeah, this has been how to install the mod. Make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on and follow me at thebluecrusader on Instagram for some more updates. I'll be back for some more GTA 5 videos soon and more Minecraft, so check those out on the channel too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.